Good morning, YouTube. This is Alicia here, and it is Thursday, February 16th, and I do apologize. I'm not really ready for this video because I haven't really gotten ready for my adventures today. I have an interview today. I'm so excited, and I have been unemployed for over a year now, so any prayers from y'all if you're watching this on Thursday, February 16th, or even afterwards, you know, because sometimes you don't hear right away from these employers. I would appreciate your prayers on this interview. Very excited about it. They, from what I understand, are really excited to have me come in, so I'm just hoping I can get this job. But I wanted to answer this crochet tag that one virtuous woman, Marcel, has posted to YouTube. And so if I'm looking off to the right on the screen, it's really the left for me because it's kind of backwards. It's because I'm reading these questions. So I don't have my glasses on today because I get frustrated with having a glare on them. And I don't have my makeup on either, so please forgive me. But I did want to get this video ready before I headed out today because it's going to be a long day. So the first question in this crochet tag is, how long have you been crocheting? I have actually been crocheting for under 2 months. I really just started, and I've made a ton of stuff, and much of it has been either my own pattern or a pattern that I've made some deviations to because I just like to be creative, and I just love the flexibility with crochet, and there's just so many things you can do, and most of them are super cute too. So, and the next question is, who taught you how to crochet? Well, YouTube, you did. So I had a book, and the book just wasn't quite doing it for me. So YouTube, you helped me learn how to crochet. The most influential people, I would have to say, are Bob Wilson, Claire, thank you, and Teresa, TJW Crochet Geek here on YouTube. Thank you so much. And one day I'm going to meet Teresa. I know my husband works for a news station out here, and I know she they did a story on her recently, and she's done, I think, several stories with the media, but Teresa actually lives near me, so one day I'll get to meet her, I think. So she's my local celebrity. But also, you know, I've watched some of One Virtuous Woman's, Marcel's videos, and thank you so much, because I definitely wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of your help on YouTube. Definitely is what made the turnaround for me. So the next question is, what is your favorite hook size? I have to say an H or an I. The I believe, is a 5.50 millimeter, and I think the H is a 5, but I'm not going to bore you with looking through my drawer right now to try to find that hook size. So I'll just move on to the next question. Which is your favorite brand of hooks? I'll have to say I spent some extra money on the bamboo handle hook, and I really didn't like it because I felt like the coloring was coming off and the hook wasn't moving smoothly through the yarn, and it made my project more difficult to complete. So I would have to say that my favorite are, I think they're steel is what I use, and they're real smooth, and that's why I like them, because they just slide right in and slide right out really easily. It makes the work less tedious. The next question, what's your favorite yarn? I have to say my favorite yarn is anything super soft. I got this Bernat recently. I have it right here next to me, this Waverly Bernat, or Bernat Waverly, and it was on sale for $2.49 at Michael's. I really like it because it's soft. It has a good feel to it. I like, I am definitely a bargain shopper. I love to get things on sale. I do not pay full price for just about anything. And so for that reason, I like Red Heart Super Saver as well, but I don't always like the feel to it. So I definitely like for example, the Caron Simply Soft. I made my mom's hat with that, and I really liked working with it because it was really soft. So I'm going to hurry up because I don't want to run out of time for these. My favorite pattern, I don't really have a favorite pattern yet. I actually prefer to freehand my work. So patterns are more difficult for me to follow by sometimes because of how they're written. I feel like some people are good at writing patterns and other people aren't. So you know, I don't have a favorite really. My favorite crochet guru definitely would have to be Teresa, TJW here on YouTube, TJW1963, also known as Crochet Geek. I love her. She's great. What are you inspired by? I'm inspired by my own creativity, in addition to the many of you out there that are very, very talented. I love seeing your work. I love seeing your ideas, and I just, you know, I love the creativity that comes along with crochet and crafting in general. What do I use as a stitch marker? Well, I use anything and everything. I've used tacks, you know, because I'm sitting here at my workspace and I don't really move my work very far from here sometimes. So a tack, yeah, they can fall on the floor, but generally they stay right where I need them to. If I'm putting the project down. Now if I'm working with the project, I'll use a safety pin, a bobby pin. I'll use a, I'll just show you these colorful, the colorful paper clips, because they, you know, they have that coating on them, which makes them really easy to come in and out. I really like to use these actually. And those are the main things I use as stitch markers. What is the highest amount I paid for a skein of yarn? Or skein? I don't know how you say that. I say skein, but I think it's skein. Probably not very much. I've paid full price for the Caron Simply Soft, which is under $4. So I haven't really paid a lot for a skein of yarn yet. I know that I'll pay more than that one day. Next one, how many times have you redone a project before I got it right? When I was working on my stepmom's hat, I think I took it apart like 4 or 5 times, and I wanted it to be perfect. I knew something wasn't quite right, and so I did take it apart several times, and I actually put it down for a week or two because I was really frustrated, and when I came back to it I was really happy because it worked out. So yeah, that project was a little tedious. The next one, let's see, do you know how to read patterns? Yes, but I wish that there's a universal way to write patterns, but I don't feel like everybody writes them the same way. So I wish that everybody could write a pattern so that it was easy to read and follow. Sometimes I have to rewrite it. Definitely if it has a bunch of different sizes on there and things like that, I need to rewrite it so that it fits exactly what I'm using it for. How do I feel when I go into a yarn store? The other day I was in Michael's and I started beading and doing jewelry as well as crocheting, and I was in Michael's here in Savannah for the very first time, and I thought that somebody was going to need to come in and rescue me because I was just in my most happy place. So I feel great when I'm looking at hundreds of different types and colors of yarn and beads. But I know we're talking about yarn right now. Do I have a lot of yarn? No, I don't. I think it's a lot, but compared to you all out there in YouTube land, my fellow crochet artists know I don't have a lot of yarn. I would have to say that I do not have more than, definitely I don't have more than 20 skeins of yarn, skeins. Some of those are the smaller cotton sizes, but I try, because I'm not working right now, to be a little more frugal and sort of buy what I need. So I don't have a ton of yarn, but I buy it as I need it. And I'm also experimenting with a lot of yarns. Next, am I a Yarnaholic? No. I mean, yes, I was reading the answer to another question up here. Yes, I'm a Yarnaholic. I limit myself to only buying a couple when I go to the store, but I want to buy all of them. So I would consider that a Yarnaholic. Definitely. Do I ever freestyle crochet? Yes, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy the creativity that it enables me to have, and I love to freestyle crochet. And I do try to write them down as I'm working along so that I can redo the project. Do I dream about crochet? Yes, I do. Now, I'm a little bit different than Marcel because I don't get up and actually try to crochet it, because sometimes it's not anything real specific. It's just that I'm dreaming about crocheting. So some people would think that I'm absolutely insane, but I do. It's because I love it so much, I guess. Do I drive and crochet? No, I don't. You know, some of you know I've worked in property and casualty insurance for about 13 years now. And I think about liabilities all the time. I couldn't do that. But I'm glad some of you can. Just be careful out there. Do I crochet at work? Well, I'm not working right now, but when I do get back to work, I do plan on crocheting during my free time. So, but not as I'm working, because in insurance, and it's actually too busy to do anything but actually work. Let's see. Do I dislike it when I have a simple pattern but it's hard to follow due to the way it's written? Most definitely. But if you know, it takes me a long time to sit there and figure out a pattern sometimes if it's written poorly. And you know, if it's just written too bad, I won't bother. I will not continue. I'll go on to something else that is not going to take up my time as much. I like to be as efficient as possible. So how many UFOs do I have in progress? Unfinished objects? Not very many. I don't allow myself to continue on in any patterns until the rest are done. I'm kind of sort of anal like that. I do sometimes have a couple. So I'd have to say right now, I'm going to just turn to the left here for a second. I think I might have one, and this would be one of them. I need to add a flower to this newborn beanie. But other than that, I just finished this hat that I was making for my youngest son Jaden that ended up fitting me. I'm going to add a flower to that. So I really don't have many other unfinished projects because I like the sense of completion. So that's why I try to get them done and not leave too many laying around. The last question, do I travel with my hook and yarn? Most definitely. If I'm going on a long trip, which I haven't been able to do, I do. But I have to say I don't take it with me everywhere. Eventually I will. It's just for some reason I don't take it with me everywhere right now. And that is all the questions, folks. I hope that you enjoyed my rambling. Sorry for rambling too much. Definitely tag back. All of my Fresh Off the Hook family. I'll list everybody below. If you're not on Fresh Off the Hook, check out the amazing people below this video in the information section. If you're not part of Fresh Off the Hook and you'd like to be, it's a group of us crocheters. Definitely contact One Virtuous Woman here on YouTube. She'll get you hooked up. And well, I guess no pun intended, but it was funny for me anyway. And for the rest of you crocheters out there in YouTube land, if you'd like to tag this video back, definitely I'll put the answers below, and I look forward to hearing everybody's responses. Have a fantastic day, everybody.